Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully you guys are all doing a-okay. I've just made a video on the brand new signing of the goalkeeper, which will come out in a little bit. But, you know, that's a signing that we can talk about, we can go on about and do this and do that. I want to speak about Mathys Tel because he is a first-team player and he realistically should be the guy that's getting these minutes, you know. And if we're being 100%, realistically, he actually should be the understudy to Harry Kane. You know, I'm not saying this as just an Englishman, but in general, I actually believe Harry Kane right now is the best striker in the world. I've believed this for a while now. I believe he's one of the greatest strikers to ever grace the game in the fact of what he can do. Now, does he have speed? No, that's the only thing that I'd say he lacks. But you know, he's got the playmaking ability, the striking ability, both feet, so on and so forth. But yeah, like realistically, Mathys Tel should be the understudy of Harry Kane. But these idiot Utes and company don't want to play him, and it's freaking annoying. I don't understand, to be honest. I really don't understand. So. Like, words don't compute. Like, I don't get it, to be honest. But yeah, people, we are live, of course. Big up to everybody. Muchly and greatly appreciated, as always. And yeah, man, I'm chilling, doing my thing. The channel is absolutely booming, so thank you so much, as always. Zia, bro, I don't know if you've seen my my message, bro. Check your WhatsApp, Zia. I sent you a message, bro. But yeah, big up to everybody. Hopefully everyone is a-okay. And yeah, man. It's just annoying. We'll get through the news in a minute. Yeah, no worries, bro. We'll get to the news in a minute because obviously that's the whole point of the stream. But we're just waiting until it gets to like 4 minutes because it gives, for some reason, YouTube takes a while to actually give notifications out. So let me just score a goal there. Just doing an off-garden grind for my second account. Right. Okay, cool. Let me go over to that one. Then let me go Bosch. And then we need to go Bosch. Right, okay. Okay, so if you haven't already, please do follow. Literally at Bayern View, no the. So literally Bayern View, no spaces. And yeah, hit us with a follow, man. We need to get the followers up on Twitter. But yeah, anyway, let's go through the thing. So yeah, straight away, we're going to go backwards on this, just like we always do. So Mathys Tel wasn't used in the most recent game again, and it's the third game in a row that he was an unused sub, which is so backwards. Generally speaking, it really is, and it makes no sense whatsoever. It's really frustrating, to be honest with you, because like at the end of the day, thank you, man. Thank you for following, bro. At the end of the day, you know, like it's one of those where he needs to play, and that they're just not giving him the game time that he deserves, and it's really frustrating because we have players like Leroy Sané, we have players like Serge Gnabry and Kingsley Coman, the Three Stooges. Let me change my picture to the Three Stooges a second. I did see your message, so yeah, bear with me a second, bro. The Three Stooges, they're all looking at each other for a damn reason. Let me go full screen a second. They're all looking at each other for a damn reason, and that's because they're all like, oh, you, me, you, me. They're all pointing at each other because they're all shit. It's so annoying. But like, yeah, it's frustrating, man. It's really frustrating, and I don't know what it's like to be himself. You know, he's a young player, could be playing for a team like Chelsea, you know, which is a good team. But he wants to stay at Bayern Munich. He's 19 years old. He is still a kid, you know. his age still has freaking teen in it. You know what I mean? So it's so frustrating. He's going to be 20 this year coming. Give him some freaking game time, bro. I don't understand it whatsoever. It makes no sense. To everybody that is commenting in the chat, I will get back to you in just a second. So yeah, I don't understand it. Then we go down to this, which it was from Fabrizio Romano. He said, my feeling is that Mathys Tel situation has changed in the past 24 hours after he got no minutes for 3 games in a row. Tel will try this week to understand what's going to happen. There's still a chance he would leave this month. Tel has many inquiries for a loan move from all over Europe, and he is also he also has the chance to join Chelsea on a permanent deal. If Tel ends up leaving, then Nkunku to Bayern deal could go through. Right, straight away, one thing that needs to be said straight away. I, Liam, do not want any more RB Leipzig players. They could have the next Messi. If he plays for Leipzig or comes through Leipzig, I don't want him. I don't want any more Leipzig players. I'm sick to death of Leipzig players. The only person that has come from Leipzig that actually deserved the opportunity was Julian Nagelsmann, and he's not even a player, which takes the piss. We had Sabitzer, terrible. Kimmich, yeah, perfect. He's one of those, but now he's going to shit. You've got Upamecano, who basically turns it on one day and then not the other. Lima is just a little mutt that you want to boot. I don't understand it. I really, really don't understand it. So yeah, no more Bayern players from Leipzig. Even Herbal himself comes from freaking Leipzig. And yeah, he might be doing his job now, but in general, it's frustrating. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I don't want Nkunku, bro. Like, no, thank you. That's a hard pass. Don't worry about that. I've made a video on our new goalkeeper. So yeah, Chelsea are still pushing to sign Mathys Tel on a permanent deal. If Vincent Kompany continues to plan without him, then Tel could reconsider his decision to stay. Again, that was 20 hours ago. It's just one of those, isn't it? Like it doesn't take a genius to know that we need to play Tel. You know what I mean? Generally speaking, you could probably ask a child, and a child would say, "Yeah, play him." You know what I mean? And the whole news of this goalkeeper, which obviously we're not talking about, but in general, the whole news of this goalkeeper is basically that he's going to be the understudy to Manuel Neuer. I'm not going to go too in depth in it because obviously I want that video to come out, and the video's already up. But in general, like, he is going to be the understudy and the next Manuel Neuer, basically, is what they're saying. At the same time, though, why is Mathys Tel not doing that with Harry Kane? Harry Kane has everything. He has the playmaking ability, he has the shooting ability. He barely misses a penalty. You know what I mean? Obviously, everyone will go back to the one for England, but fuck England. But in general, he barely misses penalties and so on. It's like, he's the perfect striker to model Tel round. And Tel's quick. You know what I mean? But no, let's just sit him on the bench and play some scrubs that are behind me. Like, it makes no sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. So yeah, they are pushing heavily. Again, we don't need to worry about that. And then this is what come out 4 hours ago from Paletti Goal. And this is the most recent news. So it says, Mathys Tel has made it clear internally that he wants to stay at FC Bayern Munich, but the lack of playing time in recent games will still influence his decision. Bayern are not putting any public pressure on him, but things are currently difficult for him under Vincent Kompany. Bayern are aware that Chelsea still have Tel high on their list, with other teams also, including some from the Bundesliga interested as well. Further talks with Tel would take place this week, with Max Eberl still interested in signing Nkunku. Right, please, 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 please. I don't want Nkunku. He is literally, bro, he would turn up with bandages on. That's how injury prone he is. We don't need Nkunku. We don't need a hot air balloon at this football club. Generally speaking, the stadium is as beautiful as it is. We don't need a hot air balloon going in it. Like, come on, man. This is dumb. It makes no sense. like like you're starting to piss me off now. Let's just put it straight up. Like, we don't need him, and we need to push on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand it. And Nkunku is shit. I don't care if he can play at striker. I generally don't care where he plays, if he can play. But he could, bro. He could do a backflip on one leg. I could not give a shit. He isn't the player that we need. What's the point? You know what I mean? It's baffling, and it makes no sense. Like, we really don't need him whatsoever. Like, it's jarring. It really is jarring. I just want to headbutt someone, to be honest with you. So whoever is being a dickhead, shut up, basically, is what us fans are saying, because you're just an egg. Let's put it that way. Like, you're just straight up being an egg. There's just no need for it. So yeah. Anyway, that's what's being said. Let me read through the chat. Right, what we got? Again, thank you very much. See, if we were to go for Bradley Barcola, it'd be an interesting one. For me personally, I've only seen a little bit of his PSG time. I don't know if he's necessarily good enough. I would have liked Kvaratskhelia, and the fact that Kvaratskhelia straight away has basically said, "Hey, little bro, you're sitting on the bench. I'm coming in." Like, I never will understand why Kvaratskhelia left Napoli to go play for PSG. If it's money, cool, but you might win a couple trophies every single season, but no one cares about the Uber Eats League. You know, with all due respect, I'm not trying to disrespect them. Like, no one cares. Like, it's a good league. It's not terrible, like Cristiano Ronaldo carries on saying, even though the guy can't even win the bloody league in his own bloody division and with his team, the fucking fraud. But in general, like, just because it's a good league don't mean that I necessarily want. I just don't get it. I don't understand. Another one was obviously Marmoush. He's gone to Man City. I don't know. I really don't know. If anybody is new, though, hit the subscribe button. Big up to everybody. And yeah, I generally can't answer the question, to be honest. But it depends how much he would be. I would rather Rodrigo for Real Madrid. There are definitely options, though. That needs to be said. Yeah, 100%. Slap up the likes if you haven't already. Thank you, people. What's this say? We really need to get rid of the old heads next season. The problem is, mate, we can't get rid of them. You know, any other club like Man City, Manchester United, so on, there is a person in power that can get rid of the board members, get rid of this, get rid of that, so on. We don't have that at Bayern because of the regime. The only way that they leave is if they leave on their own accord, which obviously ain't going to happen. You know, and obviously I don't want this to happen, but I generally think Ori Hoeneß will leave when he dies. No, I don't want him to die. I'm not just saying that at all, but that's when I think he will leave. I don't think he's going to leave. I think it's in his blood and in his DNA. He loves Bayern to pieces. But at times, you know, they do say, you know, you stay long enough to be a legend. You know, you stay long enough to be the devil and the villain. You know, so definitely messed that up. But in general, you get the point. So yeah, it's one of those. We need to play more, 1000%. What's the point of Nkunku when we have Paul Vanna? Yep, I agree. We need a proper winger, not another midfielder. Again, I agree, 1000%. Generally the only winger we have at this football team and this football club is Olise. You know, we got rid of Arakunda. Okay, that might be beneficial for his career. You know, but why get rid of Zaragoza? I'm not hearing that we got rid of Zaragoza for his career or anything like that. I don't care. I don't understand it. I never will understand it. That guy quite literally single-handedly dunked on Barcelona this season. Yeah, that's the same Barcelona that beat this team, beat this dead, depleted squad. So, you know what I mean? What's the problem? Because I don't see him being a problem. Oh, wait, he doesn't speak German. I don't give a fuck. I don't speak German, and I support the club. Harry Kane doesn't speak German, and he plays for the club. He's under contract with the club. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't understand. But yeah, we do need another winger. I agree with that 1000%. Company needs to play him as the backup striker. Yeah, 100%. On the Orbig situation, the goalkeeper that we've signed, the young goalkeeper, he is going to be the understudy. He is going to be the guy that will learn from Manuel Neuer. That's what they're basically saying, right? And he's going to be, Project Neuer. At the same time, why are we not doing that with Tao? Tao is not 34 years old with a gimpy leg. Tao is 19 years old. He is a kid when it comes to football terms. I don't like saying that because I'm 26 and he's only a little bit younger than me. But generally speaking, this guy is a kid when it comes to Harry Kane. Harry Kane is a grown-ass man. He's going way more to 40 than he is to 30. You don't go backwards, trust me. So, it's so annoying. It makes no sense. I don't understand why they're not having him as the understudy to Harry Kane. Yeah, cool. Harry Kane has to play every game. Cool. I'm with that. But can we not put Mathys Tel on then to learn with Kane when Kane is on the pitch? You know what I mean? How do you learn? Look what I like to take the piss out of Levin Disney, but look what he was doing. Jamal Musiala on the pitch, he was telling him, "No, you need to be here. Okay, you need to be here." Again, he obviously eventually left, went to Barcelona, blah blah blah. That's the story on itself. But at the same time, Musiala then started doing things that Lewandowski was saying. You know what I mean? And then that's when, it clicked. And now, he's Musiala. Obviously he still needs to up his game. He still needs to get better, and he will. But in general, it's one of those. It makes no sense. Now, I've got a video on this, lad. I've got a video on this coming out. I've already made the video. It's probably going to come out at 3 p.m. today. So in 2 hours. But I'm not going to go too in-depth in it. Good, I would say. We shouldn't get rid of Tao. Company just needs to play Tao in his natural position. And also, Asnu needs to be played. It's frustrating at times. 1000% Jackson. 1000, no, 2000, 8000, a fucking gazillion. Galaxies type shit. I'm with you. It makes no sense. I don't understand why we're not playing these players, especially now with Alphonso Davies being injured. Fonzie is out. He's going to be out until March. You know what I mean? If his recovery goes well, we might see him in the late February, but he's going to be out for a while. He's got a strain on the hamstring. They're going to have to leave him, and he's going to have to recover and actually recover, because if he pulls his hamstring, that's a whole season out. So yeah, I don't understand why we're not playing Adam Asnou. You know what I mean? If the guy can play for the Moroccan national team, why can he not play for Bayern Munich? That's the same Moroccan national team that has Mazraoui in it, that's playing from Man United week in, week out, and has Hakimi in it, who plays for PSG week in, week out. I don't get it. I don't understand. I know it doesn't make sense. Tao has so much potential. I agree. It makes sense for Harry Kane to rest at times and play Tao as the backup striker. Kill two birds with one stone, 1000%. And yeah, big up, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the support. If Tao gets loaned, Bayern will bring someone, which is good for the two players. Yes and no. Now, you're right in a world where the club is run by people that have brains. This club is not run by people that have brains. So if Mathys Tel goes anywhere, he could go to Borussia Dortmund, he could go to Bayern Leverkusen, he could go to freaking Southampton, for instance. Doesn't matter where he goes. He could go all around the globe on loan. We are getting Nkunku. That's the problem. That is why we cannot let Tao go, because if we let Tao go, we get Nkunku. Now, there's I seen a tweet talking about maybe getting Nkunku on loan. I don't even want that, because knowing these idiots, they're going to end up going into this this fiddle of, oh yeah, but it'll be a loan with an obligation. No. 2025 is supposed to be Project Verts. We don't know if Project Verts is going to happen. I don't think it is going to happen. Is he really that bad? Yeah, he's terrible, mate. Trust me. Chelsea fans want rid of him. You know what I mean? If a Chelsea fan wants rid of a player, there's a reason for it. Trust me. Because they spend $1 billion. Quite literally $1 billion. Not with an M, with a B. So yeah, he's terrible. Trust me, he's terrible. And his injury record as a whole is absolutely diabolical. Literally, I'll find it now. Right. In Nkunku. Injury history. So in Nkunku's injury history, so last season, wait, what were we in? 23-24. Last season, he was out for 68 days, missed 14 matches with a hamstring injury. This is the point. We really, really don't need him. I'm glad that the possibility of a transfer is going lower and lower. Manchester United, please come and get them. You know what I mean? He's so injury prone. Now, could he do a madness and maybe play some games? Yes, he has done okay in the Bundesliga before, but that's the problem. You know what I mean? That's the problem with it. Is the fact that his injury history is terrible. And before that, by the way, so that was in February of 2024. But before, so he got injured with a hamstring injury the 26th of February 2024, right? And only come back in the 3rd of May, right? Before that, a month before that, he had a hip injury and missed 5 games. And that was from January 5th, 2024 to the 28th. So literally, he had a hip injury, missed 24 days, missed 5 games, right? So yeah, he missed 5 games. And then a month later, he then is injured again. This guy, no, walking nightmare. You don't want him, trust me. I don't think Tel should be sold, but he should go out on loan. I get loan curse. Yep. We have, but he hasn't looked sharp enough to play. That's because he isn't playing though, Alex, isn't it? You're right, 100%. It's normal since he hasn't played much. Yeah, exactly. 110%. You've hit the nail on the head there. How is he going to look sharp? Obviously, I know you've said it in your comment. I'm not going at you, but in general, if this is how, we're only human. If this is how Herbal and the lads and, the higher ups and everything are seeing it, at the club, and the fact that he's not sharp and he's not doing good when he gets game time, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's your fault. You know what I mean? Play him then. If we can see it, what they obviously can see it. They're more experienced. They've got coaching license. Yeah. I feel like loaning players too many times points a bad picture to the youngsters. Exactly. Look at Barcelona, for example. It makes sense to rotate players to prevent injuries. Bosh. 100%. Hot take against stronger teams, particularly in the UCL. Dyer and Polina should be starting. They are defensively more solid. Yeah, I agree. It's just you've got to be careful with Dyer because you will get hit on the break. But at the same time, that happens with Kim Min-jae, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Eric Dyer is known for being crap. Kim Min-jae, not so much. You know what I mean? And your picture is literally every Bayern fan. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're cool, calm, and collective, and in the background we're crying. It's dumb. And it also freshens up the squad. Exactly, mate. It freshens up the squad to rotate players. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of having a bench. You know what I mean? If you didn't have a bench, you just have a starting 11. Oh yeah, we're going to turn up with our 11 players today. You're not being picked. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole point of a bench. Like, what? And then on top of that, then you have a reserves. So then in the reserves is the bench for the bench. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. Maybe at least he is better than the wingers we have, except Olasey. Yeah, I know what you mean. Bro, at this rate, start Dyer because he uses his brain. Bro, I generally would like to have a measuring contest to measure the heads of Eric Dyer and company, because I generally believe they have the same sort of head shape. And yeah, Eric Dyer seems to be using his brain. Company, not so much. I hope Wirtz comes to Bayern. It would paint a picture to show Bayern is still dominant, yes. And it would bring freshness to the attack too, 1000%, mate. The problem is it's just going to be hard to get him. That's the problem, isn't it? So, but yeah, like with the whole Mathys Tel situation, I don't know why he's not the understudy to Harry Kane. I don't know why they're not giving him a chance. He deserves the chance. He really, really does. But at the same time, these idiots at this football club don't seem to know what the hell they're doing. So let's see what happens. Because it's just one of those. See, Upamecano, just for breaking news, Upamecano has muscular problems. He's working individually 2 days before the game in Champions League. So there's a video here. I'm not going to show you it because I'll get copyrighted. But there's a video of him just running around the pitch. Big up to Upamecano. We need him back, and we need him to be the player that we get another player with. I don't think Kim's going to be that guy, so it's going to have to be that guy. But he is a doubt for Wednesday's game. Please don't rush him. That would be so dumb for us to do. Our backline is good, pretty, 100%. Oh, wow, I just seen what you said. As good as pretty, madness. Would you like Dyer to extend? I think he's a good backup to rest Kim and Upper during games that aren't really important. I think I would, I generally would. I know it's a madness to say keep Dyer in all of this and all of that, and it's not what you want to hear, but James Milner was at Liverpool. Jordan Henderson was at Liverpool. Now, I know a lot of people say that Jordan Henderson was a good thing, but, at the same time, that don't mean shit. At the same time, you know what I mean? These, you need these players at the club. That's why I never understood why we got rid of Daley Blind, unless he wanted to go and play. Obviously, he then went and played with Girona, or however you say that team in Spain, and actually did really, really well. I generally would keep him. I don't understand what's going on with some of our centre-backs. Orijones, I always call him Yori. Orijones wants Wirtz. That's a good sign. Yeah, it's a good sign. Doesn't mean we're going to get him though, mate, because Wirtz's agent, I believe, is his dad. So it's kind of like a family type thing. So we would have to, go for his dad. And his dad is always going to want the best for him. So if it's the bet, they're going to see what's good and what's not. If he stays, though, it's going to be interesting. If he stays, it's going to be interesting because I generally already believe that Papa Perez, the Real Madrid donkey, has already got him signed on. If he's got him signed on, that's interesting because, then that would mean that he's leaving. So why would Wirtz want to stay? That's the problem, And now if there's a mad release clause in there, maybe Real Madrid then buy him and Alonso gets his player at Real. But I just don't see how that's going to work at Real, to be honest. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't get it. And the thing is, Wirtz generally has this thing in him where he drops stinkers. Look at him in the Euros. Musiala outshined him. He really did, so it's one of those. I hope he comes to us, to be honest. It would help him to go further. I agree. Casually, realistically, in Madrid, I don't think there's space for him yet, but time will tell. 1000%, I agree. If Real Madrid got Wirtz, we are doomed. Yeah, man. That's the problem, isn't it? This is the whole problem with stacking Julian Nagelsmann and the club going backwards over the years. We need to look dominant. And you don't want the young German talent going to Real Madrid, go to Spain. Cool. Sunny Spain, Real Madrid win Champions Leagues every season by the looks of it, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, look at the amount of players they could generally have had. They could have had Hakimi at right back. They didn't. They got rid of him. They could have had Theo Hernandez at left back. They didn't. They got rid of him. So it's one of those situations. Then Madrid might give Wirtz as well. Yeah, I hope Musiala. Sorry. Yeah, no. Hopefully Musiala signs the damn deal. And what's said was that Musiala's going to sign in February. We're on the 27th of January now, so that should be done soon, unless it was bullshit. Man City is the other place Wirtz can go, to be honest. Not enough room in the Madrid and Barca. Barca is broke. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Man City is definitely a place that they could take him and they could use him. I don't know. You're definitely right. It's not. I'm not saying you're not right. I just don't know how Man City would get away with spending all of that money on him. But then again, they will, won't they? So interesting. it is an interesting one. Let's see what happens. But yeah, big up to everybody. Much and greatly appreciated. I am going to end the stream here. And yeah, I'm going to get out of it. Enjoy the rest of your days. Yeah, I will have a video for you guys, like I said, at 3 p.m. UK time. So that's an hour and a half from now. I'm literally going to do that in a second. Yeah, we'll go from there. So smash the likes, hit the subscribe button. What does that say? Who do you think is, what's it say? It's a pleasure, my guy. Can't wait for the video. Big up, man. Big up, Jackson. Big up to you every time. You take care as well. Who do you think is a proper coach for Bayern if company is sacked? I still think Julian Nagelsmann, even with him signing a new deal. But yeah, it is what it is. Big up to everybody, though. Hopefully everybody is A-okay. I don't know if anybody is streaming right now to raid. Let me have a look. Customization, redirect. No, there isn't anyone. So yeah, big up to everybody. And yeah, we're out of here. Take care. Look after yourselves. I'll have a video in an hour and a half, and we will go live later tonight. Peace.